present 3-minute rounds in the amateur featherweight division, sponsored by Casino 33 and Rosie Sexton Osteopaths. And in the red corner with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats, weighing in at 130.4 pounds, representing SBG from Dublin, Ireland, Neilan. And her opponent fights at the blue corner, making her debut, weighing in at 132.2 pounds, representing FCPC from Rochdale, Charlotte Brown. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Harvey Harrah.
Steve Cook Abbott and Sean Betts here at GTFP 9, and I'm looking forward to this women's amateur catchweight competition. We got Danni Neilan, IMMAF silver medalist, SBG Ireland, taking on the debuting Charlotte Brown. But don't let the debut fool you. This is a young lady that's been at the FCPC, the Full Contact Performance Center, for years. Lots of Thai fights. This is a girl who is no stranger to combat. Oh, and Neilan straight away lands a nice left hand.
Be interested to see how this plays out for a start, because I can't see that these guys they've not met each other before. You know, there's a link between these two gyms. We've got SBG Ireland and Martin Stapleton, who's under the SBG Manchester banner. I wonder if these guys have trained together before.
Brown stepping forward there, throwing some shots, trying to make life really uncomfortable for Neilan, who gets that body lock and forces Brown up against the cage. And Neilan, this is her 9th amateur fight, so we're going to see if the experience actually does pay off against the debuting Charlotte Brown.
Brown staying nice and calm at the moment. It doesn't seem to be making a difference. She seems to be holding her own.
Yeah, Danni Neilan, seen her before, and she's more than happy to embrace a grinding pace if she needs to. And again, it's not like either of these young ladies are going to be short from advice from the corner. As you pointed out, Stapes from the Full Contact Performance Center. John Kavanagh needs no introduction to anybody, even casual MMA fans, in the corner. Danni Neilan, and Neilan continuing to work that clinch and just pulls her opponent to the ground.
Heavy pressure from Neilan. She was using the head to a massive advantage there, digging it into the chest, digging under the chin of Brown. But Brown stands back up.
Yeah, Brown's takedown defense there, excellent.
Again, Neilan forcing that head under the chin of Brown.
Head positioning is so important. It can be such a distraction as well. It's a weapon perhaps not used nearly enough. I mean, strong, both of them straining really hard in the clinch there. You can see the effort both of these young ladies are putting in. And Neilan's tenacity earns the takedown, and she starts to work from inside the full guard of Brown now.
See how Brown's game is.
Off the ground, yeah. Again, training with the type of people she trains with on a daily basis. You know, Coach Inman coming in to do jiu-jitsu, Martin Stapleton, everybody at Full Contact Performance Center. I'm pretty sure she'll have been in some awkward positions before.
Yeah, and long legs as well. You can see her looking to throw arm bars, throwing triangles.
Neilan doing the right thing, trying to consolidate that control in that position, not wasting it. But Brown doing everything she can to stand up. Thought we were going to get a standing. We're just going to trade shots here for a moment.
Hockey fight.
That would have been sweet.
You might still get it.
Absolutely. Both kind of work in the clinches.
Both big straight shots. Here we go.
10 seconds left, and both ladies decide we're just going to fire. Excellent first round. Got to say, impressed with Charlotte Brown making her debut here.
Absolute physical specimen.
Again, Danny, we can't take away the experience that Danni Neilan brings to the table, including at the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation's events. A silver medalist. Brown doing well in her debut. All right, Sean, I know this is the question you didn't want me to ask, but you're John Kavanagh. What are you telling your fighter?
More of the same. It looks like she's got a little bit of advantage in the grappling. Stand up, look very even on the feet. You know, put the fight where you've got the advantage. It's that simple, isn't it?
What about Brown? Again, are you looking to keep distance and sort of try and tee off, or?
Well, this is a debut for Brown. Like, you know, she's up against a girl with 8 amateur fights, all that amateur background. Just go out there and do what you can.
Now the seconds are cleared. we get ready for the second round of this amateur women's catchweight competition here at Golden Ticket Fight Promotions. Number 9, Danni Neilan to the center of the cage.
Neither fighter seems to be interested in throwing any kicks at the moment.
No, it's trying to establish their range and land with the fist.
Short left from Brown there, caught. Neilan coming in.
Neilan always seems to be the one who's stepping forward, putting the pressure on. Constant movement, though, from Brown, not staying a stationary target at all, and she throws some heavy shots to Charlotte Brown. Oh! Oh! Combination there. And let's be honest, Danni Neilan said, no more of that, thank you very much, and took the fight where she wanted to.
It sounds obvious, but you've got to put the fight where you've got a clear advantage, and I think on the ground, Danni Neilan's going to, she's physically imposing, a lot of experience. You know, this is probably the experience showing now. Why get into a firefight when you can do this? Absolutely,
and again, 3-minute rounds. The time you spend in top position, that's time you are winning the round and winning the fight. And the more she lands those chopping little punches from the position as well, means the referee's not going to stand them up. She is staying active and busy enough. I'd like to see maybe a little more aggression, Sean.
Yeah, she's looking to pin that right arm of Brown. See her trying to step over that knee.
Brown doing everything she can to try and create some distance.
There we go, there's the pin.
Oh, yes, yeah, she's crucifixed the arm now. Starting to land a few clubbing hammer fists, but Brown does well, and Neilan now has to work to take the back, I think. Oh!
Brown needs to be pushing the hips against Gage now. There we go.
Well, take nothing away from Charlotte. Brown is not here just to make numbers up. And she steps forward, throwing shots.
Neilan seems to be smiling.
Yeah, we again seen Neilan before, and she's more than happy to embrace a war.
Another takedown from Neilan. Half guard at the moment.
Perhaps,
wide open.
Perhaps she's starting to realize now on the ground, it's where I can do my control, where I can do the most damage. Stuffing Charlotte's head up against that cage now, making it really difficult for her to move. Yeah, Danni Neilan staying heavy. 10 seconds left.
Full mount.
Up against the cage with the full mount. Charlotte Brown are not content to take a beat and keeps working. Phenomenal. Go to our second round here.
Both girls very capable. I think the difference at the moment seems to be Neilan's experience.
Absolutely. Do you think the Charlotte Brown need to keep this on its feet, keep this at range, and make this a firefight?
On the feet, it's a 50-50 fight. You've seen that, you know, up against the cage, underhooks, scrambling. It's a 50-50 fight. It's when it's going to the ground. That's the difference in this fight at the moment. If I was Charlotte Brown, I'd be doing exactly what she's doing, marching forward, putting the pressure on.
And you got to say the same for Neilan. Take the opportunity when you see the takedown, take it, take that top position, grind away, look to land shots, and eat the seconds away.
Exactly that. She's got the experience, and she's using it at the moment. Keep doing what you're doing. It seems really obvious to say things like that, but you know, we're getting these guys are still amateurs.
Yeah.
This is where they're learning to do things like that. Do the obvious things.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Our third and final round here in our amateur women's catchweight
Neilan
bout.
comes up.
And who would have thought it? Charlotte Brown goes chasing the single leg.
Great scramble.
Yeah, Neilan, no, fantastic scrambling. I was going to say Charlotte needed to be careful or she might have given up the back, but straight to her feet.
Let's see how much that's taken out of Charlotte Brown. A lot of effort there.
Yeah. Though you couldn't have picked a much more difficult debut if you were Charlotte Brown. This girl has no fear.
You're not going to find many amateur women with 8 fights for your debut.
Absolutely. IMMAF silver medalist on top of that. I can't heap enough praise on Danni Neilan. If you've seen her fight before, you know that she's always game, that she embraces the grind, that she can be vicious when she needs to, Sean. Thought Charlotte almost bucked off Danni there, but Danni staying tight, trying to take, maybe going to look to take the back now.
Needs to get them hooks in.
Yeah, one hook in. Both corners shouting advice. Danni happy just to keep the control, land those few shots, but control Charlotte up against the cage. I mean, this is...
Here's that head again, look, right under the chin. Making it uncomfortable at all times.
Yeah, she does like to embrace the grind, does Danni Neilan. And then changes level, gets under the hips, and pulls her straight down again. Into the side control. You know what I'd quite like to see here, Sean?
Knees, by any chance?
I'd like to see a knee to the body. I'm not going to get it, but if I don't ask, I'll never get.
Knee on belly.
Oh, but Charlotte forcing Danni to scramble round to the back now. It's been a great round for Danni, but Charlotte has kept her honest the whole time.
Brown needs to be turning now, turning into that.
Again, she's not allowed herself to be flattened out, but we might... It just refuses to allow herself to be completely mounted or back mounted, but there it is, both hooks in now. Fantastic. I mean, Charlotte listened to every instruction and did everything that was asked for there from her corner, but hasn't stopped Danni Neilan from taking the back and throwing some shots down. But Charlotte might escape the back door, but good control there by Danni.
Just can't hold her down.
No, Charlotte, she refuses to stay down, and then she starts to throw. But
that's the experience right there. Great last round from Neilan.
All right, well, Sean, we've been wrong before, but you got to think that Danni Neilan did enough over 3 rounds to move to 6-3.
I think Danni Neilan did enough. That last round more than sealed it for me. But Charlotte Brown taking nothing away. Debut fight, you're fighting a girl that's had 8 fights. Unreal.
That's unreal. If you're going to make a debut, you make it like that in a tough fight against tough competition.
That's not just jumping in the deep end. That's jumping in the deep end that's like full of straight
jaws.
white shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Our MC, Ricky Wright's about to step into the cage. And we're going to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we've had to go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Danielle Neilan. And let's cheer for your runner-up, Charlotte Brown.
I'm standing here with Danni Neilan, 6-3 now. IMMAF silver medalist. Before we talk the fight, though, you've got to give some props out to your debuting opponent, stepping in with someone with your record and experience. Was the fight what you expected it to be?
Yeah, absolutely fair play to her. I don't think I walked out like that in my first fight, so she's as strong as an ox. Fair play to her. Getting me another fight anyway, since in the struggle.
Catchweight fight, how long before we can expect to see you coming again? Are you looking at 125 or 135 as your home?
115. I'm not that tall, so I want to cut down a bit of weight and I go smash the strawweights. That's my plan.
You're going to smash the straw.
Yeah.
Danny, always a pleasure watching you work. Congratulations on a big win. Anybody you'd like to quickly thank or shout out?
2 men here on my right hand side. So John Absolutely.
Danny, I always enjoy watching you fight. Can't wait to see you do it again. Hopefully it's here at GTFP. Thank you very much.